My whole life has prepared me for this moment.
Prepared to disclose a personal truth, kept secret for a lifetime. 39 years of it lived in the public eye, ever since a victory at the 1976 Summer Olympics.
It's been really tough.
Bruce Jenner telling ABC's Diane Sawyer of life as a transgender person, now transitioning to a woman.
Are you a woman?
Yes, for all intents and purposes, I am a woman. I was not genetically born that way. As of now, genetically born that way.
From WDHN and Storm Tracker Live, this is a severe weather update.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Connor Vernon. The reason we're interrupting programming, we've had a number of reports of damage in the area with all the storms that we're having this afternoon. That's a problem on top of problem from the thunderstorms that we had earlier this morning. Let me update you real quickly here. In Geneva County, we have reports of numerous power outages because a number of trees down. They're working on it, obviously, in that situation. Also, near Slocum, on Rex Street in Slocum, they've had a couple of trees that are down, causing some problems there. These storms that are moving through the area now are moving very quickly. They're moving to the east at about 55 miles per hour.
This is West Main Street at Honeysuckle Westgate intersection.
Okay, there you go. Thank you for mentioning that. I didn't realize that we had actually the Durden cam up, and this is at Honeysuckle and West Main Street. Just to give you an idea of the downpour that's taking place in the area right now. And as these storms continue to move through the area very quickly, we can expect to see a lot of this, and we're expecting more damage with trees down.
We have a car on Honeysuckle Road that has left the roadway.
Okay.
We're going to see what's going on there.
Okay. There also seems to be an abandoned car on... Okay, a stopped car on Honeysuckle. So if obviously if you're going to be heading that way, you might want to delay that just a little bit. We were getting an update there, some of the damage around the area. Let me go ahead and show you, though, graphically what's taking place in our area right now. And here's what we want to talk about. We want to talk about all the storms, the severe thunderstorm warnings that are in effect. You see all these counties here? Every one of these counties where the yellow is highlighted has right now a severe thunderstorm taking place. And from time to time, you might hear my cell phone go off. That's because I've got it set up to get a number of different alerts here. But the areas that you see there, and let me make sure you can point them out, you see these little orange dots down around Bluntstown, up around Bonifay, up around Fort Gaines, all the way over in the Dawson area. All of those are the core of some of these severe storms. Now, we'll go ahead and highlight it, and as we do, what's going to happen is it's going to track the path of that particular storm, and sometimes they're going to be moving to the east, sometimes otherwise, but just north of Bonifay, it's not moving at any particular speed. Down around Bluntstown, you can see the areas that are going to be impacted and the time that they're going to be impacted. Our time now is 5:36. So obviously, a little while from now, Willis, Chasen, Alpha, Cox, and Chipola are all going to be impacted. Now let's go north of Dothan up to the Fort Gaines area. Zeto and Sutton's Corner are going to be the next areas that are going to be impacted by the storms that are moving through the area. And here's a good look at what's taking place. Rain stretches from Bluntstown all the way up into the Brantley area, up to Eufaula, and then over into Georgia. Some of the heaviest rain that's occurring right now is actually just in the extreme northwestern corner of Houston County, and obviously that's where Dothan is located. To give you an idea of the amount of weather that's taking place, just to the north of Dothan in that red area between Midland City and Dothan, assuming that this amount of storm continues for an hour, we'd have over 3 inches of rain. Now, back in the yellow-colored area, just to the north of Midland City, assuming that that keeps up for an hour, we're only going to get about a third of an inch. And in the green-colored areas, for example, north of Webb, we're going to get about 1/10 of an inch. So between here and Headland, some of these areas are going to have torrential rains, and all this is moving towards the east, anywhere from 30 to 55 miles an hour with a couple of these storms in this area right here. Ken, do you have something for us?
Yeah, and I don't know if we can get the shot right now or not, Connor, but the what we call the camera up on Restaurant Road near Sam's on the Circle, the wind's so fierce up there it has turned the camera upside down.
There you go. That's a look at it right there.
If you see that camera, it appears to be, well, no doubt it is upside down.
There you go. So, obviously, we want you to stay inside, and I bet most of you are not interested in going outside at all right now. As this heavy rain continues to push through our area, when it comes to warnings in our area, all the counties that you see highlighted and all the areas that you see highlighted right now have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect. For example, let's go ahead and look at the Houston County area. The severe thunderstorm warning is going to be in effect for about the next 45 minutes between now and 6:15. Back in the Geneva County area, that's going to be in effect also until 6:15. Just to the north of us in Dale County, thunderstorm warning for that area is in effect until 6:15. And then obviously just to the north of Houston County in the Henry County area, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 6:15. Ken?
Yeah, we've just found out a tree has been knocked across the road on State Route 605. That's County Road 59 that runs from Brandon Stand Road down to Rehoboth. This tree is down somewhere around Taylor. I'm not sure if it's just to the north of 52 or just to the south of 52, but we think the road is at least partially impassable at this time. Also, we're hearing about other electrical interruptions, including one near the downtown area of Dothan. Don't know how large of an area is affected at this time.
You can also see the amount of lightning that's associated with these storms as they move through the area, which is why the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch for all the counties you see highlighted in yellow. That stretches from Pike County up in the Troy area, all the way down to the Lynn Haven, Panama City area, all the way over to Tallahassee, and then up through the Albany area. A severe thunderstorm watch means that conditions are favorable, not just for heavy downpours, but for a large hail, strong gusty wind, and torrential rains, which obviously we're having. The warnings that are in effect right now are on the screen. The blue areas are where the flooding is continuing to occur. Obviously, it's been flooding in Holmes County and back in the Walton County area for well over a week, and obviously this rain isn't helping, but the thunderstorm warnings are in yellow. We have
Now, your forecast with Storm Tracker Live.
Hope you had a good day today. Obviously, we're thinking about the weekend. Let's take a look at the rain showers. You can see the clouds there. Obviously, this is even north of the Dothan area, but look at it stretching back this way. As it stretches out to the west, that's really where all the showers and thunderstorms are right now, and they're stretching down south of I-10. Here's a look at the last 2 hours, and the thing I want you to get from this is that most of these showers are moving to the northwest. Earlier they were moving west, but now northwest, and the reason I want you to know that is when I show you the live radar, I want you to see if you're out in front of where these storms are. You can see a couple of these here. Obviously, I mentioned all the way down south of I-10, that's south of the Bonifay area, from Mariana down to Alpha, and then up through the Cottonwood area, and you can see the rain showers that are out to the west of Dothan. Also over in the Geneva area, up in Elba, south of the Andalusia area. The biggest storm that we can find from Rock Creek back towards 231 with all the lightning that's associated in there. Again, these storms and showers are moving to the northwest from Esto to Graceville, light rain. But look from Malvern towards the Circle in this area. That's certainly some heavy downpours. And then we already mentioned out around the Elba and New Brockton area, and then a little further west, there's Andalusia right there, and notice everything stretches down to Stanley. Some of those areas, like Opp, have already had rain as the first batch of showers moved over the top of the area. And when we look at when these showers started right here, we didn't have anything to talk about until we got to noon. Then we get to noon, and all of a sudden, here they come. Boy, I hope you got a downpour or two. Most of the area did not, though. And we'll look for this weekend moisture to start to increase in our area. As dry as it's been for us in terms of humidity, that's going to change, and you'll certainly notice it by Sunday. I still think we're going to be dry tomorrow for the most part in terms of the amount of moisture in the air. 88 in Dothan right now and in Montgomery. Blakely's at 90. Look at Donaldsonville. They're at 82. Mariana is at 80 right now. Eufaula's at 88. Crestview is at 84. Here's our forecast for the rest of the night. We're going to have some scattered showers. A few of those will produce some pretty good downpours. We'll start at 70, and I still think we're going to have low humidity tomorrow, and it's going to be mostly sunny and hot. We will have some afternoon showers, not a big chance, though. Afternoon high tomorrow, 92. That's about where we were today in the Dothan area, in the low 90s. Light chop in the protected waters there. Seas running 2 to 3 feet along the world's most beautiful beaches. Don't be fooled by that. That 8.3 number is still very high. Obviously, we've been up around 10 very high for the last couple of days. Also, the threat for rip currents, life-threatening high if you're planning on getting in the water. We don't have great rain chances until we get to Monday, and then things are going to change for us, meaning we're going to have pretty good rain chances through the first of the week. So, not a lot of moisture in the air tomorrow. By the time we get to Sunday, though, that humidity is going to be back, and you're going to notice it.